Hmm. Hey guys, give me a second. Just want to make sure. Oh, duh, I can check right here on my laptop. Okie dokie. We're about to have a very in-depth class tonight. Okay, cool. So, guys, we are about to have probably a class that's worth a lot of money, but it has been my most highly requested video in the past couple of days since I've been talking about it, especially today. And so we're about to go into class. Let me get all my drinks out because I'm gonna need a lot of liquids to survive. This will be a video that you probably are gonna want to keep and save and refer back to as like a blueprint because I'm about to break Mailchimp down from the start to the finish. This is an updated video because I did do one on my YouTube channel maybe about 2-3 years ago. I'm about to just give y'all I'm about to help y'all out, okay? And we may be on here. I'm gonna be honest. You may want to go to bed. You may watch this video starting out, and then you may let's say on a weekend, grab a notebook, and then when you have time this weekend, sit yourself down, watch this whole entire thing, and then go to work. You may need to pause it, mess around in your Mailchimp, and then continue the video. But on tonight, I'm going to break down Mailchimp in a way that makes sense. I'm also going to show you guys the strategies. I love Mailchimp. I use Mailchimp for different things, though. I don't use Mailchimp for my personal brand. I use MailerLite. But Mailchimp is starting to introduce some things that I really think that entrepreneurs should be paying attention to. And I want to share with you guys why I will be returning for some things, not all, but for some purposes, because Mailchimp is becoming more than an email marketing company. And I know some people did not like, and let me blow myself up because I'm talking right now, so I'm just going to blow myself up here. Hey y'all. Okay, I'm silly. But for real, when Mailchimp went through the rebranding, which I actually thought was pretty important, a lot of people were like, I don't like Mailchimp's new branding, I don't like the direction they're going. But Mailchimp is becoming a marketing company. They're becoming more than email marketing. And we see this because the different touches that they're introducing are major. And what they're doing is that they're merging a lot of features that different email marketing and marketing companies have, and they're bringing them into one company. There are some things that I do not like that I will point out. There are things that I do like, but we're going to literally spend tonight, and I'm going to show you from top to bottom, from the basics to ways for you to really monetize using Mailchimp. So the first thing I want to point out we're going to first talk about the updates, because I think that that's where we're going to start off. I think that really helps us to position why we're using Mailchimp on tonight. So Mailchimp has introduced some really, really, really big features. The first thing is that I'm sure many of you guys already know about or have already been using is Mailchimp's new feature with landing pages. But there's another step that they recently just took that is major. It is major. And I'm going to share why. So landing pages is something that Mailchimp has done that now you can build a landing page from scratch using Mailchimp's, system. You get a landing page link. I'm going to literally tonight, I'm going to show everything that Mailchimp can do on tonight. Mostly everything within the free plan, because I used to use it for the paid plan, no longer use it. But I'm going to show you how amazing this thing is. It is going to probably be about 2 hours long. I'm not even gonna lie. I got my smoothie, I got my Snapple. I probably need some water because I got a lot of juice. So we may do a quick little 1 minute, and I'm going to go get some water and come back. But tonight we're about to go to work. Tonight we're gonna work. So with Mailchimp, when they did these landing pages, what became epic was this. So, of course, you can use your domain for landing pages. We're going to talk about that. But what they did just recently that I read in my email, and I was like, oh, you now can sell a product right from your landing page. Now, you may not think that's a big deal, but there is not a system besides like ClickFunnels or Lead Pages or even on like Entreport where and those are bigger systems. So for you to have a system that's much smaller where you can sell products right from a landing page, and literally this is where from the landing page they check out. They don't even go anywhere else. Literally from your Mailchimp landing page, a window will pop out. They can buy a book, they can buy a workbook, they can buy whatever it is, and they can put in their shipping address, everything right from the mailing page, right from the Mailchimp landing page. But that's not all. Mailchimp has also introduced postcards. You may not think that this is big, but this is very, very big. Do you know that in these past several months and even several years, people have become so digitally connected that people are definitely enjoying physical touch. They are enjoying getting things in the mail because no one sends things in the mail. But as someone who may have a larger platform, you don't have time to write 1,000 handwritten cards. But guess what? With Mailchimp now being synced to your data, you can send things like automated birthday cards as a small business. Just how you may get a birthday card from a big company that says, hey, happy birthday, here's a coupon code. And you're just like, oh my God, this is amazing. How do they do that? Well, with Mailchimp, for as cheap as 50 cents, 50 cents. Listen, 50. I'm going to be a little hood with this, but 50 cents. 50 cents. You can automate postcards for birthdays, postcards for business birthdays, postcards for like your top shoppers. Let's say, because here's the thing, I'm about to show you all this data where with Mailchimp, it can track who your biggest spenders are. So it can automate that. Maybe, let's say by a certain date, it can automate a postcard that goes out to your top shoppers and say, hey, you've spent $100 with us. Here's a coupon. Here's another thing that can happen. With Mailchimp, with these postcards, you can send holiday postcards to your entire tribe. It is going to cost a little penny if you send to your entire tribe. But you can send out postcards that you can think about this. It's the size of a postcard, but it doesn't have to actually look like a postcard because you can design the front and the back. So what could you put on there? You could put you think about all the things you could send. If you're a church, you can send, even though most churches have grace ceremonies, but you can send automated that when the moment that they join a list, it can automate a welcome postcard to be sent to them or a welcome card. So all I'm saying is get ready, y'all. Tonight is about to be hot. Okay? We are about to go into why Mailchimp is changing into one of my favorite platforms. I am going to share right now why I do not personally use it, but I'm coming back to use it for specific reasons. The first thing is that Mailchimp is a little bit, in my opinion, expensive for what I'm getting. I currently use MailerLite, and I have my laptop right here. So if you have questions, I can read them, and as I talk, I'm going to drop in the comment section companies that I mentioned, so that literally like we're in class right now. So I'm going to type in MailerLite. MailerLite is what I currently use for my personal brand, which is GenesisDorsey.com. Why? Because it has the features of ConvertKit, which is a bigger company, which they are now called Siva, but they're at a cheaper price point. So I do not pay as much as I would for other platforms, and I get a lot of amazing features. I'm going to break this down because I know that some of the things I'm going to say, it may go over your head. So if it goes over your head, put the questions in the live, because I can, like I said before, my laptop, my MacBook here, so I can see them. So for me, as I have a growing tribe, with Mailchimp, their price point is still a little bit high, especially like once you start to have like thousands of customers, it can start to get a little bit intense with the price point. However, can I honestly afford it? Yes, like I can afford it. And to be honest, guys, I am highly No, let me put it like this, extremely considering coming back to Mailchimp. But the one thing I do not like is the list, and we're going to explain how that works and what that is. So at the basics, email marketing is a way. So let's kind of get into class and into the one-on-one. Email marketing is a way to communicate with those who enroll via via email. Okay, sorry, I'm a little tired. Via email. And so when they provide their email, they join your list or they join a group, okay? And you can begin to send them emails. That's basically in a nutshell. But it's called email marketing because this is not a personal email. This is an email that has an intended use, which is for business. So it's email marketing. It's not like I'm sending one person a private email and we're chit-chatting. This is an email meant to a mass group of people. It is, in my opinion, one of the greatest, if not one, the greatest way of reaching out to your customer base on a consistent basis. Text marketing is honestly neck and neck, but email marketing is not going to die. Like, I never see it dying. It probably will die maybe like 200 years down the road, but for right now, it's not dying. And for me, when we look at email marketing, it is essential. One of the things that I teach you guys is that you should be sending out emails at least 1 to 2 times a week, minimum, like minimum. But for some of you, it's a little bit overwhelming. So we're going to spend tonight using Mailchimp because for me, when I suggest a starter platform to use, it's always going to be Mailchimp because at the root, they have always taken care of their customer base. Hands down. Like, when anyone says, like, name a Mailchimp, name an email marketing system, most people are going to say, like, at least off the top of their head, Mailchimp, because it's just one of the greats, in my opinion. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show the free plan, and I'm actually going to show you an account that I currently have, and it is a brand that I own that is actually going through an extreme rehaul. Like, I'm literally shutting down the business and I'm redoing a lot of things with it, and it's called Gigi Taught Me. It's an e-commerce business I've had for over a year, and I'm always changing things with this company. Always. And one of the things that I'm working on now is we're introducing a children's brand called 77 Pink Drive, and I want to integrate that within this brand. So I completely cleaned out everything. I did keep the subscribers, and I also have a couple other brands that are within this email marketing system. So we're going to look at my business because it actually has, I think I have like 548 subscribers. So that's like a nice little soft cushion for us to start with so that you can see what it looks like when you have subscribers, right? Versus you just getting started and you're like, I don't see these features. So let me first break down what some of these big words are that it's important for you to understand. The first thing is group or list. So in Mailchimp, you are, everyone goes into a list. And so we're going to look at my list real quick. I'm going to make my screen smaller and we're going to jump into my desktop here. I'm going to make myself really tiny. Oh my God, I'm so tiny. I'm so tiny. Okay, you guys see me in the bottom corner? I miss you guys. I'm already here at the bottom. It feels so sad. Okay, so we're going to go to lists, and I have not integrated. Oh, let me see where that. I love my stuff. So anyway, these are the brands that I currently have in this account. This is my Gigi Taught Me account, and in this account, this is the company, the one that this is like my e-commerce, and this is important to note. So this is going to be from an e-commerce perspective, but honestly, everything I'm teaching it applies for service-based, all of that. It's just that this is my e-commerce brand, which is Gigi Taught Me. And I have several brands under the Gigi Taught Me brand, so they're all in one account. So anyway, but Gigi Taught Me is the main brand, and then Royal Kids Club is a brand I'm working on down the road. So we're going to actually use the Gigi Taught Me because that's the one that has the most activity that I've given to. So these are called lists. Okay, these are called lists. And a list is literally it's a list that people subscribe to. So when you first get started, you're gonna just have one list. So I'm gonna click on create list. Okay, and you'll see that they say tags. Well, you can use tags. A tag is better than a list. Well, what is a tag? So with a tag, and I'm just going to click on learn about tags so y'all can understand what tags are. There's a difference between a tag and a list. Okay, so a tag is basically where you can tag a group of people, right, into what they call segments. So let me scroll down so you guys can understand. Okay, so you can see here on how you can tag someone as an influencer. You can tag someone as shop sales. And what happens is, just like you see here, right, their example is potted planter fans and customers. Okay, so you can tag each contact with specific things. So like, let's say you're going to import some people and they came from a conference, right? Well, then you can tag them as a conference lead, or you can tag them as like, these people are from out of state, or you can see how you can tag all different people. You can tag them as, these people like mailers, these people don't like mailers. And so these are ways to tag customers. And the reason why you want to tag customers is because it creates a segment. Okay, it creates a segment so that when you want to send specific emails, you can send them to specific people that fit that tag, right? So it's like, okay, I want to email everyone on my list who I met at a conference. So anyone who has the conference tag, I can say, hey, it was great meeting you at a conference this year, wanted to reach back out to you. So that's basically what tags are. So instead of creating a separate list, what's a whole different list, you can create and tag people. Okay, so that's really what that means. Okay, so again, you can go on a tag. So let's say I wanted to tag someone. So I'm going to go into, let's say I go into 1822. Okay, and I can tag people. So you'll see right now there are no tags, right? So I can select a group of people and hit, let's say I want to do a first tag. So I'm going to tag whatever those group of people are. I'm going to say mothers, okay? And I can select that tag mothers, and now they're tagged as mothers. And now the question is, well, how do I know if they're mothers? Like, how would I know? So that's where, like, let's say you're importing them, or these were specific emails that you got. You can tag them. You can also remove the tag by unclicking, and now they are no longer tagged in the list. You can also do something really cool. Let me show you guys within these lists. And I know I'm kind of going all over the place. I need to kind of recenter. So let me recenter real quick before we do this, because I want to get back to creating lists. It's in order. So when you create a list, remember, you can create a tag or a list. I showed you what tags were. But to create a list, this is a brand new list. You would click on create list. And this is what it looks like when you create a list, right? What it looks like basically is that you are, let me just reset it. So you are basically putting down the list name, the from email address, the from name, and these are requirements. So you have to have a name for your list. You have to have a from email address. As any email marketing system will tell you, it's best to use an email address that's not a Gmail or a personal email. You want to use like a brand email. Now, I'll be honest. My Gigi taught me our email address. We don't have a professional email address. We use our Gmail. Our customers have gotten our emails. We haven't had any issues. But of course, the best plan is to use a professional branded, at yourcompany.com. The other thing, though, too, is that you can remind people on how they signed up. So, like, for instance, you're receiving this email because you opted in our website, or you're receiving this email because you opted in our website, or you gave us your email at a local event. And you put in what the company organization is. You put in your address. You can put in a P.O. box. It's best to put in a P.O. box. And then you want to make sure that these are unclicked. The notifications, unclick those. You do not want to email every single time someone signs up. Now, a daily summary, I feel like that's only important if you have a brand that's very large and you want to know what your retention rate is. As far as double opt-ins and enable GDPR fields, enable double opt-in basically means that when they sign up, you want them to confirm their email address. One of the things I'm on the fence with this, because I have joined lists where I didn't have to double confirm, right? I've joined a lot of lists actually where I didn't have to double confirm. And I've joined some lists where I did. The whole thing with a double opt-in is that it helps you to make sure that the email address that they've given you, that it works, right? Because if they go to their email to confirm it, then you know that that's a better email that they're going to use versus someone just throws in the inbox, to get a free prize and maybe on a landing page. A lot of times you'll see in some places where all you got to do is give your email, and you don't have to confirm it. You just can give a random person's email and then you get whatever the gift is or whatever. For me, I don't do double opt-ins, but all the things that people put their email address in for, the gift or the opt-in is going to their email address. So if they put in the wrong email and they don't get their gift, they'll know like, oh, I probably put in the wrong email. Let me go back and sign up again. So that's my thing with this. GDPR fields, these are, of course, as you know, with what happened in foreign countries, especially in Europe, the GDPR is a policy for privacy, right? So basically what it is that, that you will not be using their information for wrong things, and you can include GDPR fields. It's completely up to you if you want to. I don't. I just have them, put their email address. But I do know that if you're someone who is from Europe or is doing those things, I highly suggest that you use them. Okay, so when you do all this stuff, you're going to hit save, and then your list will pop up, and it will pop up in the list section up here at the top. So you see here the monkey, there's campaigns, templates, lists, reports, content manager. The list will be the very first thing you're going to create because you can't send an email until you have a list. So like I said before, these are my lists that I have. I have not sent out an email, actually, especially to Gigi Taught Me, in like several weeks. And again, it's because I'm just working on the business. So with these brands, I want to explain what these percentages are. So as you see here, you see the number of subscribers, you see the percentage of open, this is their open rate, and then you have their click rate. So this is why I try to tell you guys, you really need to build up your email list, because there is a drop off from how many people open and then how many people click, right? Now you see, it's funny because you'll see that a smaller group, like for instance, when it had 30 subscribers, there's a higher open rate and there's a higher click rate. The more subscribers you have, then there's a lower open rate and then a lower click rate. Okay, and clicking refers to people buying things. The goal is actually to get your click rate up. You want people to be able to not just, you don't just want your open rate up, you want your click rate, because that's where they're exiting to go to your website or whatever it may be, right? So let's talk about campaign. So once you have a list, it's time for you to send out emails. And this is why we go to the campaigns. There are different types of campaigns within email marketing, especially within Mailchimp. Okay, there's different types of campaigns. You have an ongoing campaign, which is technically an automated funnel. You have one-time campaigns where you're scheduling an email to be sent out at a designated date, or you're sending the email immediately, right? And so there's different types of campaigns within Mailchimp. We're going to click on Create Campaign. And remember, the Create Campaign button is right here in the top corner here. I'm going to click on that. And hello to everyone who's watching. And these are the different type of campaigns I can create. I can do an email. I can do an ad, Facebook ad, Google ad. I can do a landing page. I can do a postcard. Okay, I can do a sign up form. And yes, if you're watching this and you would like to follow, with your laptop, I highly suggest that, because it'll help you to better process the information as I'm teaching it. So these are the different campaigns. I want to first, before we click on all this stuff, I'm going to break down what each one is for and why you should use them. Okay, so email. Email is either for automation or it's for one time. And automation, I'm going to teach you how to build out funnels tonight. Like literally, y'all, I'm ready to sit down this thing. We're going to spend a couple hours, probably about 2. Okay? We're going to have a good time tonight. I'm going to show y'all everything. Ad, that is for doing Facebook ads, or for doing Instagram ads, or doing Google ads. And you can actually do them because remember, when you do ads, a lot of times you may be doing lead capturing, which means that you're looking to get people's email addresses and you want that to go straight to your Mailchimp account. So you can actually build ads right from Mailchimp. Do I suggest that? I'll be honest, y'all. I'm going to be real honest, like very, very honest. I highly suggest you actually build out ads through Facebook, through their ad manager. But, there are people who've been very successful in doing ads through Mailchimp. It's just, okay, landing page. That's the one. Woo, 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 woo. Landing page. Excited about that. Landing page. This is how you can build a landing page. This is basically like a mini website for free. So if you only have one product to sell, or you're trying to sell products like one by one, and it's not like you want a full-on store, a landing page is a great way to sell one product, and I'm going to show you how, as well as to collect contacts. Y'all, every month you should be collecting emails. Like, I don't care if you're a pastor, a minister, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're, everybody and their mama should be collecting emails. I just don't understand why people don't do this. You should be collecting contacts, because the more people you gather, the more people you have to sell product to. This is books, this is ebooks, this is courses, this is products, this is retail, whatever. You want to have a landing page, and landing pages are great, again, to collect things before you even sell them. Just start collecting people. But I'm going to talk about strategies behind that. Postcards. This is what I'm going to be using this next year. Like, y'all going to be getting postcards on your birthdays from me. You're going to get postcards. And we're going to talk about how to design those. Sign up forms. These are the sign up forms that you can add to your website. I'm going to be real honest, y'all. Theirs are pretty much crap. Yeah. And I'm about to put in the comment section what are some better alternatives. Privy is a great alternative. Instead of, you like, do not use theirs. Whether you use Shopify, Squarespace, whatever you're using, I'm literally in the comment section, or I'm giving you guys much better alternatives. Okay. Privy, Mailchimp, there's a lot of other ones. Those are the two that I really, really like, as far as that you can use on any website, because some of them you only can use on a few. Okay. But those three, Privy, Mailchimp, and Sumo, Sumo apps, those are three that you can embed on any site, no matter what site you have. If you have WordPress or Shopify, they should have direct plugins that you can use to integrate those into. Squarespace loves to act funny. Wix, I don't believe in their Wix shout outs. You need to use something that syncs to your actual email marketing system, which is like, again, a Mailchimp, a MailerLite, Active, Campaigner, a Campaign Monitor, all this kind of stuff. So anyway, here's the thing. We don't play around with the ads. Not really doing the sign up forms, but the email, landing page, and postcard, that's what we're going to talk about on tonight. So let's first start off with email. Now, let's break down what these four are. Because you're like, Gigi, write us an email, but what does regular, automated, plain text, and A/B testing mean? Regular email is where you're sending it to them once. You're going to schedule it, or you're going to send it to them immediately, and like, that's it. Okay? Automated is funnel. This is where tonight we're going to probably spend the longest amount of time tonight. So we're going to save automated. Like, I made you automated at like the very end of tonight, just because of the fact that this is where the secret sauce is. This is where you're going to make your money at. It's automated. This is my favorite place of all time. Okay? And this is actually where the postcards are useful. Okay? It's going to be with this. So automated is where a subscriber enters into a funnel. Okay? And a funnel, remember, is where they're going to get a series of emails. Or this is an email that is always sent. So what that means is that you could be sleeping, and when it's their birthday, they're going to get an automatic email birthday. You're asleep. You're on the beach somewhere. That's what automated means. Automated emails also are where they signed up at 2 a.m. in the morning. You're asleep, and the minute they signed up, there was an email automatically sent to their inbox saying, hey, welcome to the business. Hey, welcome to the tribe. Hey, welcome to our church. Okay? Hey, welcome to the team, or whatever it may be. And it automatically works for you. And I'm going to show you the magic of this. Plain text. Plain text there is no fancy stuff with this. There's no photos. There's no headings. There's no fancy fonts. It's just a straight on email. I really appreciate plain text emails, because these are great where, like, you're not trying to send them any type of pitch or anything. You just want to talk to them. I really like those because plain text emails have a higher chance of being of showing up people's inboxes, especially when you don't want it in the promotions folder. You may say, well, what do you mean by that, Genesis? Well, see, when you send email marketing emails, because you are technically marketing, if they have like a Gmail or anything like that, a lot of times it will show up in the promotions tab. And some of y'all say, well, I don't want to be in the promotions tab. But I'm gonna be honest, y'all. You are a business. Like, you're sending an email. You're sending a marketing tool. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know why people say, "Well, I don't want to be in the email marketing folder." I mean, that's what you're doing. You're marketing to people. You are marketing to them. So I'll be honest, but plain text is the easiest way to not be, flagged as marketing. But guys, at the end of the day, you are a business. You are marketing. It is what it is. A and B testing. This is fun. A and B, if you're not familiar, these are split testing. Literally an A email and a B email. They allow you to actually send up to 3 different emails. And so this is a way for you to test what's inside the email. Okay, so with A and B testing, you can send an email that, let's say, has a picture of a woman holding a mug, and it has like some kind of, a little heading and some text. Then you have another email that has a different photo but the same text. Then you have maybe a third email that has a different photo, different text, different heading. What's going to happen is that it's going to send out 3 of those emails across your entire grouping of people. And it will allow you to see the percentages of how did people respond to those 3 different emails. So it may say, well, guess what? Email 2, that one is getting a higher open rate. Okay, email 3 is getting a higher click rate. Okay, email A is just trash. Okay, and that's what testing does. As you, here's very important. In working with a lot of startups and different companies, one of the things that I learned was the power of A and B testing. As you become a bigger brand, you have to do a lot more testing. Like, you can't just skate things. You have to test why and how people like what they like within your brand. You can't just think that people like what you're sending them. When you do testing, it allows you to see that, wow, we had a higher click rate when we use these types of phrases of words. Or we had a higher click rate when we use these type of photos versus the photos that we've been using. So every month, I highly recommend that you do at least one A and B split test, just to see if what you're doing is highly responsive to your audience. So A and B testing is huge. So regular, automated, plain text, A and B, okay? We're not going to go over A and B testing because you can play around with that. Actually, we may. Tonight's going to be a very long night. I mean, I pray y'all got something to drink, got some coffee, tea, something. Your socks are up. You got some comfy clothes because we're going to be in this mug, in this email dashboard account for a while. So let's first start off with a regular email. Okay, let's first start off with that. So, because I'm about to break everything down tonight. So this is about to be the ultimate masterclass. You only need to watch this a couple hundred times. You'll be fine. So let's talk about creating a regular email. Remember, regular email is what? A one-time email. We're going to hit test and we're going to hit begin. Let's break this down. Some of you already know this, so just go find something to eat. So by the time you get done, the newbies will be already ready to roll. The test name. This name is not seen to the public. However, in working with many clients, I'm going to tell you a tip. Keep this name the same name as your subject. Some people like to say, well, because they won't see it, I can name it whatever. But the problem is that when you go back to your campaigns, you look at all the emails you've sent, it'll be hard to figure out, well, what was in that email. It's best to go by whatever you make it to be the subject. That's how I do it. Because otherwise, you call this a different name than your subject. You won't even know what was inside. So I recommend naming this the same name as your subject. So let's say we name this, hot. Let's see, drop this like it's hot. Okay. New stock alerts. Okay. And I'm going to also give you guys some strategies with this. Okay. Who am I sending it to? This is where you choose your list. I'm going to just choose a random group bunch of you taught me. Okay. Then you can choose a segment or tag. This is big. Now, I've cheated a little bit because my store is already integrated with Shopify. And I'm going to show you guys on how to do all those integrations. Remember, like I said before, it's going to be a long night. So what I want to show you is that you can, when you pick your list, you can pick everybody or you can pick a segment. So let's click on group or new segment. This is where, y'all, this thing gets powerful. So I'm going to pick, now this is after you send a few emails. You got to start sending a few emails to start really using the whole segment. So I can pick contacts that match some specific information, like, look, all the stuff I can send emails based on. I can send emails based on if, let's say for instance, your birthday month is April. Okay, and of course that's based upon if your form allows them. We're going to talk about how to do the forms and all that. If your form allows them to collect like if your form has a birthday, which I highly recommend, so you can create an email that's just for everybody whose birthday is in April. I can do where, here's something too. If, let's look at the campaign activity. If they open any of the last 5 campaigns, if they did not open any of the last campaigns in the last 7 days, last month, last 3 months, you know, or I can even pick the specific email that like my most recent emails, right? I can even have it to where they opened, okay, and I can even, it's so crazy that you can make it so specific that I can send an email that if they opened it, but then in the same campaign activity, I know this is confusing, but they did not open this campaign. So like I can say, if they open this campaign, but they didn't open this campaign, then I'm going to build a special email for that. And like, it's so detailed. It's so detailed. I can send an email on the condition that their email client they sign up with is one of these. Like if they use Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, Mailchimp tracks all that. That's what I'm telling you. This is why email marketing is so crazy. It gives you data that you will not get off of Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Like, you know, push all these people to the email marketing list, please. I can even do their location is within 25 miles of, let's say, where I live. 19701. Okay? If their location is within 25 miles, and what it does is that it picks up the data from where they're like, so when people open up their email, right, you know, their IP address, it can track, you know, their vicinity. So I can even send if the location is within 25 miles or 150 miles or 200, and I'm gonna hit save. Right? So now I have this specific target. This is crazy. I mean, I wish people really understood email marketing because the power of this, and get this, look at this. Out of the 500 contacts, 136 of them are within 200 miles. If I just do 50 miles, okay, and hit update recipient count, 18 of my email contacts are within 50 miles of where I live. That means if I wanted to send something specific that's happening in my area, and then I'm like, well, let me do 100 miles. Let's do 750. I mean, the point is that you can put in any email, any zip code, and you can update, and now 22. This is so powerful, y'all. That means that when you go on tours, trips, or whatever, and you want to target a specific group or segment within your email list, you can do that by doing this. I'm over here sipping I'm just shocked. What manner of man is this? Email marketing is so powerful. Now, if you don't want to do all that, we're going to hit cancel. We're going to send this to everybody. Okay, so we're going to just send this to all subscribers. And we're going to hit save. Okay. Now, here's a really cool thing. Have you ever gotten an email from someone, okay, and let's say, I know Forever 21 does this a lot, and your actual name is in the email header, like it'll say, hey, Genesis, open up, gift for you. Well, that's because they are adding the to field, and you can actually do that within the subject here, right? So you can actually add it to where it says like, hey, so-and-so, you know, this is for you, okay? And that's really, 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 really cool. So again, we're going to use the same subject as our topic is up here. We're going to hit save. 2. Here's from. Make sure it has a business name and it has your email address. and then you're going to hit design. This is where we're going to have fun. I'm going to give you guys some insider tips on email marketing. So when you open it up, you have templates. These are the basic layouts here. So these are like where there are no, they're not going to give you like a pre-designed template. These are kind of like layouts. So there's no like theme or design. It just gives you a simple layout. If you click on theme, this is where they give you some pre-designed templates where you can just replace photos, pictures. This is the one area I feel like they're a little bit behind. Again, I use MailerLite, and MailerLite has some nice designs. But here's my thing though too. Excuse me. I have pre-designed a lot of templates. Like this one. This one's our welcome email that I designed, and I did the banner and everything. Guys, if you really want to make it yours, go on Canva or Adobe Illustrator, whatever you want to use. Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, Pixelmator for Mac. Design your own template, like legit. Design your own template. You may say, how do I do that? What I highly suggest is that you pick a format that you really like. My favorite format, if you want to know what my favorite format is the one column. It's my favorite format. Because it allows you to do a lot with it. And you do have to get familiar with using Mailchimp. Like, you got to spend some time, guys, using it. I used it once and it just does not fit me. Okay. Use it a couple more times. Okay. And so I do not like these at all. I do not like these. I like the basic one column. So we're going to choose the basic one column. I'm going to show you why it's my favorite. If you're still watching, can you drop an emoji? I just want to make sure y'all really watching this. I'm joking. So the reason why I like the one page or the one layout is because it actually gives me the highest, in my opinion, the easiest way to really design. And as a designer, someone who has a background in design, I want to have the most liberty. I like this because you can design the background. And even though they may not be able to really see the background on mobile, if they see it on desktop, they will see the background. And the way that the designer is laid out here on Mailchimp, you have content, design, and comments. Comments is when you send it to like a team, you want them to comment. Design is the actual design components of the email itself. And content are the module blocks that are put into this email section here. And you see that as I hover my mouse over this section, you'll see how different sections pop up. You'll see how this like black shadow box pops up, and I have these individual icons. I'm going to break down what these icons are. So when you hover over your sections, right, there are several sections, and we see it when we click on the design tab. These are the sections of your email. You have the whole page, which is the whole background, the pre-header, which is this section right up here. You have the header, which is this section. You have the body, which is this section. The footer, which is usually at the bottom. And I'm going to show you guys how when you click on each section, you'll see how you have the ability to customize the background. So I can make the background orange, yellow, or I could just drag this module around and make whatever color I want. I can even put in a custom hex code for it to match the color of my brand. So you guys know how you should have brand colors, and those brand colors should have hex codes. Hex codes are the specific color number or the specific numbers that match the color that you have. So every color in this world has a hex code, excuse me. And what you want to do is you can like pick whatever color. I can scroll down here and pick whatever color. So we're gonna just go with this pink right here. I like pink. So yeah. And then I can choose whether I want a border. Guys, don't put no border around it. Just don't do it. Email border. Do I want a border around the email? That can be cool. So that puts a border itself around the email. So I can upgrade it from 1 pixel to 10. As you see, it gets thicker. I can choose the color. So I can make it green, blue. It's ugly. I like black. That's cute. Okay. I can have it be solid, dash. That's ugly. It's kind of cute. Depends. Ooh, double. That's cute. Oh, yeah. That's cute. I don't see something. Okay. I can kind of see what they're doing. But that double right there, baby. Oh, yeah. That's cute. Okay. Now, then I can change like headings that are in headings that are in the text itself over here, I can change those fonts if I want to. Okay, pre-header. That's this section at the very top that says view this email in your browser. Okay, so I can change that background. I can make that yellow. I can make that green. I can keep it white. It's up to me, whatever I want to do. Okay, you can also change the font that's up here as far as what kind of font that comes with it. Okay, I can make it open sans. I can make a noticia. I can make a roboto. Keep the font similar, please. No one has time for this thing to have 15 fonts. So you want to keep all your fonts consistent. So I'm going to use Courier New. I can't really see that. I'm going to use Helvetica. I'm going to change the font to black. Okay. If you want the link to be a different color, okay, y'all got the point, right? Okay, cool. Header. Header is this section. Okay, that's the header. Okay, so I can change it to whatever color I want. Y'all got the point, right? Okay, y'all got that. Okay, cool. Okay, let's move on. Now I want to talk about these blocks because that's really what we're talking about. These blocks here can move all around. Okay, and you'll see that the moment that I click, this is what you want to click on. Where these dots are, you take your mouse and you click on it. Okay, when you click on that, then you can drag it wherever you want. And you'll see how there are 3 different containers. See where it says container? The containers are the sections. Remember, pre-header, header, body, and the footer is the last container down here. Y'all got that? That's what those containers mean. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give you guys a preset of, in my opinion, how your email should look. Because some of y'all's emails, listen, Jesus wouldn't even open the email. My God, he loves you, but the email, oh Lord, the email looks horrible. So I suggest that when you're doing your emails, right, if you want like a real branded email, okay, you have 2 options. You can either put your logo at the top, or you can design headers, okay, and put them in. I'm going to show you how you do that. So when you click on content, these are all the modules you can use. You can take image and just put image right there and drag in your header, or hit browse and you can import your header here. So like these are a header that we have for Gigi Taught Me when I had the store up. Okay. That's an email. That's an image right there. I could drag in text, right? And this is like blocks. Okay, I can put in a divider. I can put another email. I can put in an image card. I can put an image with a caption, right? All these different things. There's different features you can put in, okay? But the point is that it's like stacking blocks. Okay, it's like stacking blocks. And you do have to, you know, it's going to take a little bit to get used to. And once you get used to it, I promise you, you will get the hang of it. I first started using Mailchimp back in 2013. So, I mean, now for me to do it is easy as a walk in the park, but, you know, it does take a little bit of getting used to. Anyway, when you click on these individual models that you've added, you'll see there's customizations. You can customize the style, the settings. But here's my thing, you know, don't overcomplicate it. Keep your email simple. But once you design an email layout that you want to reuse over and over again, like let's say I'm like, okay, you know, I like this layout. I may keep on changing the text here. Right, like, but I like this layout. I think I'm going to always use this layout. When you get done designing this layout, go to Save as Template and call it, like, let's say you call it Pink Template. Because what happens is that every single time after you press save, every single time you do a new email, when you click on templates, this email will come up and all you got to do is change the text. Maybe, you know, pop in a different image, and, you know, you can keep on reusing that same template over and over again. And that's actually a great idea for branding. So let's say I want to create a new, let's say, so I'm going to make the pre-header black. Make the header black. Okay. And replace this with another image. So this is where you're just dragging your imagery here, guys, right? I'm going to take this one and I'm going to make that. Actually, replace that one. I'm going to do this one. Insert. And let's say from now on, I'm going to make this template like the template that I send out every week or every other day or whatever, right? And so I may pop in new products or whatever it may be. And here's the cool thing too. If you have Shopify, you can sync I don't know. Shopify made an announcement that they no longer sync with Mailchimp, but yet I saw a way to integrate it. So I'm not sure if that's a lie or what. I keep on getting mixed information. I have to confirm that. But the point though is that when you sync your store, you can actually drag in your products and it will actually sync and pull in your products from your store. You have WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Weebly, several ones. We'll go over them, but yeah, it actually will pull your products so that you no longer have to like find the links from and everything. It actually will automatically pull them. So actually mine is already synced. So if I actually click drag in product here, just to show you guys as an example. No, I think they still, there was an announcement they put out where I don't think that they are allowing new accounts to sync. But I have to double check that. I don't want to say, I gotta double check that though. So when you sync your Shopify store though, if it's already synced, you can literally type in browse all. And I can, let's say I want to do the, my mini mogul onesie that's there. It will, and see, it pulls it right from the store. This is already linked so that when they click view, it's going to take them right to the product. So yeah, so if I believe what it is, guys, is that if you already have your store synced, you're good. I think it's for new stores that are trying to sync. I think that's what it is. I don't think they no longer allow new stores. And so it automatically pulls the product, and then I can change the settings. Like I can change it to where it's on the left. Wait, no, not that. Hold on, where's my example? Where's that? The thing where I can change on how it looks. Where is it at? There we go, like this. So I can change the layout from side to side, where it's like this, so I can like keep on stacking products on it. And this is a great way to automate how you do your emails, right? So like, you're like, oh, I gotta send out emails from my store every week. Well, guess what? All I gotta do is just pop in a few products, put a title on it, slap it, bang, let's have to do it for Monday, do another email, same thing, different title, different text, right? And then send it out, if that makes sense. So that is a great way to do those emails. Again, you can sync it, and I'll show you how to sync it. Okay. You can add coupon codes, video. With the video, it will not play the video within the email. You have to link the video. You can put the video link here, and it will link the email. Okay. Okay. So y'all got the gist of this, right? This is again. I can't, you have to learn how to do this yourself, but I'm trying to break down the steps, okay? Now, when you get done doing this, okay, you can hit preview and test and enter into preview mode. It will preview it on desktop and the mobile. So you can see if like, I'm not really feeling how it looks on mobile. Let me go back and change it. If I want to change how that looks, I can hit the X button and I can go back to editing it, making it look how I want it to look, okay? The other thing about this too is that if you want to send yourself a test email, you can put in your email address and it will send a test email to your inbox or to anyone's inbox that you input so that they can see what the email looks like. Okay? When you get done, you're going to hit save and close. They won't let me send an email because it says it has placeholder text. Where's that placeholder text at? Where that at? I'm going to put hello. This is Beyonce. Okay. We're gonna hit test. So we're done. Save and close. I'm not using any placeholder text. Where's the placeholder text that I'm using? I'm not using placeholder text. Where is the placeholder text? Oh shit. I don't know why I said I'm not using no placeholder text. Hello, this is a test. I don't know why I still saying I'm using placeholder text. It's trying to mess me up on like, we're gonna just delete this because that's really what this is. Yeah, it's just trying to. Oh, it's right here. That's what that was. Okay, it was a text box. Oh, okay, never mind. So it knows when you're using the what is it? They're filler text. So there was a filler text, but I couldn't see it because it was black and it was within the same box as the other one. Okay, so when you're done, you're gonna go over everything, make sure everything is good. Okay, make sure everything's good. Okay, good. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to hit two things: either send right away or schedule. I'm gonna hit schedule because remember, as I tell you guys need to make sure that you're not sending emails the day of, so I can schedule this to go out on any day. I can even schedule it for 2020. Oh, not yet. I don't think we ain't there yet. We ain't there yet, baby. We ain't there yet. So we're going to do next Monday. I can send it to a specific time, okay? I can change it from Eastern time to any other time zone, okay? So you can change what time zone your tribe is on, but we're going to go back. I'm going to hit schedule again. Here we go. And I can do whatever day I want to send it out on, okay? Whatever time I want to send it out on. And then I'm going to hit schedule campaign. When I hit schedule campaign, it's going to say, bam, it's scheduled, baby. I'm going to go to campaign, and bam, it is scheduled right here. Now, we're going to delete this because this is a fake email, and we don't want anyone to actually get this email because I don't think they're going to want this email. So, we're going to go back to campaigns, and I'm going to select this, and I'm going to select this, and I'm going to delete it because we don't want that. Now, let me show you another kind of campaign in email, which is, oh no, we're going to save automated for later. Let's talk about, I want to show you guys templates. Remember how we just created a template, right? There's a pink template right here. And you can edit your templates, but it's really cool because templates are a way to save time. So like if, let's say for instance, you know that the way your email campaign schedules go, right? That every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, your email marketing has like the same theme on those days. You can make templates for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So like, let's say Mondays are like Monday Madness products. So like these are the products you're always highlighting on Mondays. You can create a banner in Canva, create a template for those Mondays, and then every Monday, all you have to do is refill up those emails with it, whatever needs to go inside, but the template structure is the same. Okay? Y'all got that? Okay, cool. So let's talk about, I want to talk about the, I want to show you guys about the automation, because that's the magic of email marketing, is building out automation. So we're going to go back to create campaign, and we're going to go to email, and then we're going to click on automated. And I'm going to break down how automation emails go, the power of them, and how amazing they are. Remember that the key to automation is that it sends emails while you sleep, live your life. It's a way to automate the process of welcoming customers, of sending them certain things. It is amazing. So it's divided into certain sections. The featured section is basically like, these are like your most common automation funnels that you can set up. Then you can set them up by tags. Remember how we talked about how like when a customer gets tagged, let's say you go to a conference and you meet a group of people, or let's say you go to a conference and you vend, okay, and you get all these people, okay? And so you collect all their email addresses and you upload them in and you tag all of them with a conference, right? So then, let's say you want to build a funnel that the moment that someone is tagged with this specific tag, I want to send them an automatic email that says, hey, nice to meet you at da-da-da conference, right? This is a great way to prepare as a vendor to going to events, conferences, summits. Let's say you're a speaker, you're gathering emails. Great way. So you can actually create a funnel that the moment that they're tagged, they get this automation funnel. Then you have subscriber activity. This is where the moment someone adds as a subscriber, they get a certain email. This is where, let's say their information changes, they get an email, things like that. Okay. E-commerce. Once you sync your site to Mailchimp, it syncs to not all e-commerce, but the major e-commerce platforms. You can set up automatic emails. You can target certain customers with their spending habits. It's amazing. Date-based, birthdays, specific dates, recurring dates, things like that. Okay. API, that's basically where you're a developer and you're trying to sync out emails that are going through usually an app or some kind of device that requires a developer, and they want to integrate your automation within a certain program or function. So the ones that y'all gonna probably use are either tag, subscriber activity, or e-commerce. I want to talk about subscriber activity because this is the very first funnel that any person needs to set up. Whether you are a speaker, author, consultant, e-commerce, you always want to, that's the first thing you always want to set up. So we're going to set up a welcome message for the group test. Okay. And we're actually going to call it welcome funnel. I'm going to hit begin. And this is what your funnel system looks like at first. Okay. You can add several emails. But we're going to go through how it works. So this is your workflow. We're about to create your workflow. And you can edit your workflow settings here in the top corner, where you can put what the name of it is, who all of these emails will come from, which are going to come from me, which is Genesis Dorsey, or actually going to be the company Gigi Taught Me. This is the email where all the emails will come from. Okay, all this other stuff, you are good. Okay, update settings. And then you want to begin adding your emails. So in automation, remember, because these emails are being automated, you have to customize until like how much time it is before they get one. Do they get the email immediately? Do they get it like a day after? So that's what's called a trigger. That's what this is right here. This is a trigger. Triggers control the time and when they actually get sent it. So I'm going to hit edit, and I can edit the trigger. So the moment that they join the list, okay, the delay time, actually the trigger is they join the list. That's actually the trigger. The trigger is they join the list. Then you can put a time delay or not, okay? So I can say that I want it to be sent immediately. The moment they join, bam, an email goes out. Or I would like to wait an hour, 2 hours. I want to wait a day. I want to wait a week until they get certain things, right? So we're going to do immediately, because the moment they sign up, I want it to be immediately, okay? And then I want to hit, before I do this, I want to edit this. You can edit the schedule. This is really great if you want to do things like devotionals. Let's say you want to do let's say you want to do a 4-week devotional. That's all automated. So like the first week, right? Let's say when they first sign up, they're going to immediately get a welcome email. Like that says, hey, welcome, for joining the devotional. But then I need the very first email to be sent at a specific time. So like I want it to be sent to them every morning at 10 a.m. Right? So this is where you can customize how automation is sent. So I can say, I don't want these emails to be sent on, Mondays. I only want them to be sent on, these days. Okay? I don't want them to be sent on Saturday, Sunday. I want them to be sent on only Monday, Tuesday, whatever. Okay? So this specific email, I only want it to be sent on this day. Now I can say, you know what? It doesn't matter when they sign up. It can be sent on any day. But the time, I only want it to be sent between 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Or I only want it to be sent at 7 a.m. And this is really great, like if you want to do, like, let's say you want to do a funnel where it's a welcome funnel with a freebie, and maybe like it includes let's say, it's a opt-in where they get a 3-day challenge or a 3-day masterclass or 3 days of video content. Well, I can say, well, guys, every morning at 7 a.m. I'm going to send you guys a new video. Well, through the automation system, you actually can automate and send it to everybody at 7 a.m. So I can say, I only want this email to be sent at 7 a.m. Okay, I'm going to save schedule. And this specific email will only go out at 7 a.m. If that makes sense. Okay. I can also do a post-in action. Okay. A post-in action is, let's say you want it to be that after they send it, then let's say, you want to delete them from the list, unsubscribe them from the list, maybe join an interest group, which you currently, we haven't set those things up yet. Leave an interest group. I don't really find these important. Just because usually for most people who are building out basic funnels is not important yet. So we're going to design the first email. So we're going to hit design email. And the same layout that we did when we did the regular email, same thing. Put in your your email name, all that, preview text, all that. Okay. Then you'll actually go to design. So we're just gonna hit test. Okay, we're gonna hit next. You pick your template. We're gonna go to save templates. We're gonna pull up that pink template that we made. Okay, we're gonna hit save and continue. Oh, we gotta edit this. Test. Save and continue. Bam. Right, there's that email. Now let's add another email. This now this is a funnel. The moment that we just had this, now we've actually created a funnel. Okay, so now we're gonna do the second trigger. So they got the first email immediately, but now I want to give it some time. Now I want it to be that after they got this first email, I want the second email to be 3 days after or a day after or whatever, right? So this has a trigger of after they get this one, then they get this one. But then I can edit. This is where it gets really, really cool. I now want to change it because what if they never open the email, right? Or what if they didn't click the link to, maybe they opened the email, but then they didn't click the link to purchase, okay? Or maybe they never clicked the link to go watch the video that I had for them. Or maybe, okay, they did open the previous email or they didn't. So you can actually change the trigger and build out custom emails, okay? So I can say they didn't open up the email. Okay, so they didn't open the email, so I'm going to wait a day, and then I'm going to send another email here. Okay, I'm going to show you though something else. I'm going to show you something else. You can build a custom trigger where you can build 2 emails based upon activity. So I just did a second email, except this email, they only get sent if they did open the welcome email. So I know this is confusing, but let me explain. So these 2 emails are for 2 different actions. This one is if they did not open the welcome email. This trigger is if they did open the welcome email. Because the thing about it is that you can build out 2 different automation systems basically based upon previous activity. I know it sounds a lot. But the reason why is because this is big, because you can almost follow up with customers who didn't open up. Let's say they just didn't open it up. Okay, so you want to send them another follow-up. Okay? Or they did open it, now you want to send them the second email. Okay, a lot of people ask me, is that actually worth it? Should you actually build out other emails for people who don't open their emails? To be honest, I'll give you guys some truth. I think you should at least send up maybe 1 more email. After that, if they don't open that, we're good. But if they do open it, of course, now you want to start sending out several ones. Now, we're not going to build out this funnel too deep because I don't want to spend too much time. But I do just wanted to show you guys how to build out this automation system because I really believe that this is an amazing system. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to when we're done building out our emails, we're going to hit next. Oh, great. See this thing. These 2 emails, y'all, they all say the same thing. There's no content. So it won't let me do it. But when you get done and once you fill this out, you basically going to hit confirm and it will allow you to begin, it basically will begin to work the funnel. Okay. And when you get done the funnel, you can either pause it or you can, let it keep on rolling. So we're just going to delete this email because there's nothing in these. I'm just showing you guys as examples. Okay, then we're going to hit next because we did do this one. When you get done, you're going to hit start sending. Okay, when you hit start sending, you'll see that now, bam, rock on, you started an automation. To go back and edit an automation that is an automation, you're going to, on the campaigns, you're going to hit ongoing because it's an ongoing automation. I'm going to hit welcome funnel for test since that was the email list that we're sending to, and you'll see it right here. And if I want to pause any emails, I can pause all emails. If I want to pause just one because I want to edit one of them, I can go to this specific one and hit pause and edit. And it will pause the email, which means that it will no longer send it. Okay. And, I can go in here, I can, edit email. Now, I want to show you guys, we're going to save and exit. We're going to save and exit. We're going to go to the dashboard. I want to show you guys about postcards. So we're going to click on campaigns again, create campaign, and we're going to go to postcard. I want to show you guys this. You can send a postcard. It says, sorry, for as low as 75 cents. I thought it was 50, sorry. So you can send a one-time postcard. You can send a recurring postcard, or you can send a card that is for an abandoned cart. Abandoned cart is for e-commerce where they did not fulfill the order in their cart. I personally don't believe in sending a postcard for an abandoned cart. I feel like you can send an email for that. But I will send a postcard for recurring, such as birthdays or reminders, or you can do a one-time. We're going to do a recurring one, and I'm going to call this Happy Birthday. I'm going to hit begin. These are their terms right here. Okay, here I accept. This is where you can design your postcard. Okay, and I'm going to hit add recipient. Okay, now, in order for you to send postcards, you have to have collected their addresses. Let's go to our list and let me show you on how to make sure that you have collected addresses. We're going to go to tests and we're going to, this is a blank one, but I'm going to show you on how to make sure you're collecting emails. Guys, give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Can I get out? Why can I get out of the office? Oh my God, I locked inside. Guys, I think I'm locked inside my office. There we go. Okay, bam. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Guys, I think I'm locked inside my office. One of my doors will not open. Okay, guys, I'm here. Okay. So within your each list, you can customize what information you collect from your subscribers. And the way that you do that is by clicking on sign up forms right here. Okay. So there's a tab right here called sign up forms. And then we want to go to form builder, which is here. We're going to hit select. Now, when someone signs up, this is mine. I love the GIFs. You can customize what information you collect, from your user. Now, when they go to your website and they sign up on like a landing page or something like that, a lot of times the actual information that you want from your consumer can range. For some of you, you just want their email. So it wouldn't have things like address or birth dates. But as you begin to want to send them different things, depending upon what you want to send them, that will determine what you want to collect. So if you wanted to send postcards, you would need an address, right? And I think that it's cool to let them know that when they provide their address, that they're getting, postcards, they're getting, coupons in the mail, things like that. If you want to collect their birthday, let's say you want to send out a birthday, something like a postcard based on their birthday, you need their birthday. So the way that you do that is as you scroll down, you'll see that you can customize many things, but we just want to customize the sign up form for right now. And when you click on this is already customized, but when you scroll down here, you'll see how I can add different things that are already here based upon what's on the side. So you can do text, number, radio buttons, check boxes, drop down, date, birthday, address, zip code, phone number, website, or you can collect an image. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add address because I would like to get their address to send them postcards, and you'll see it'll be right here. When I click on address, I can either make it on the side, I can make it required, or if I unclick it, it's optional. Now, what that means is that if I make it required, they have to fill out their address. If I don't, then it will be unclicked. Okay? And same thing for birthday. You can make it either required or not required. The only thing is that the more information that you want to collect, when you are, let's say you have a website and you have, again, like I said before, a form where they only, let's say they only have to input their email address, but you actually want their address and their birthday, things like that, then I can show you on how you can get the specific information. In my opinion, I would build out a separate page. I'll show you like what we did with the power table. We wanted to collect certain information outside of just their email. So on the website, we didn't use a we did not use a plugin like Mailchimp or Privy, excuse me, because we needed more information than just their email. If you're just collecting their email, you can use a plugin like the ones we've suggested. But when you start needing things like an email address, birthday, you need more. So what I suggest is here, once you get done customizing all the things that you need, okay, and you can add text here, you can hit edit, and you can add text and a GIF and all that good stuff. But when you get done, go back to sign up forms at the top and click on embedded forms. This is how you can embed the same form. And you'll see that the same information that I put in there, you can take this, change this to say join, whatever it is that you want them to join, okay? And there's this code here. You can take this code and you can embed this code onto your website. Because remember, what you need, there's a lot of information that you'll need from them. So this is a great way so that if you need more information, you can embed this on your website versus using a plugin, if that makes sense. Okay? Now let's talk about integrations. Within your account here, you can go to connected sites. And I want to show you something really cool. So I currently have a Shopify store integrated with my site. And because of that, it does not show me the square option as you see. But if I synced my Shopify store, then it will show me square. So these are all of the stores that can sync with Shopify. Big Cartel, Big Commerce, WooCommerce, Volusion, Magento, Shopify, UberCart, Squarespace, WordPress, Eventbrite can sync. And so there's a lot of different devices that can sync to your email marketing. Usually what this means is that it can read data for you, and it can also integrate with your store, which is really, 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 really great. Let me show you guys something that I think is really cool. Show you guys something. Okay, so I want to talk about the landing pages because I want to show you how you can integrate Mailchimp. So what you're going to do is we're going to go back to campaigns. And we're going to go to create campaign, landing page. We're going to call this purchase the Goal Digger ebook. And I'm going to just click the test and I'm going to hit begin. And they have these templates that you can select, or you can do like grow your list or promote products and create one from scratch. I'm going to do, let's say we're going to do, which one are we going to do? Let's do lead generation. So this is their, this is actually a really nice landing page. I want to show you how you can use Mailchimp even if you don't have a website, right? I probably should show Instagram how to do this. even if you don't have a website, you can use Mailchimp landing pages to run your business. My phone. You can use Mailchimp to run your business, okay? And I think what's so dope about this is the fact that because these landing pages almost look like a website. You can collect information. You can put information here about your business. And at the bottom, you can even have a link where they can get a quote or they can send an email. Okay? So let's say at the top, you want to put your logo here. You can place your logo here, put a photo here. So I can change this image to something else. Right? I can change this to say, purchase the Gold Digger ebook, right? Like this, and I'm gonna make this a heading, maybe a heading 2, right? I can remove, this is so cool. Now this is silent form, right? And so it has all the things that I want to ask, right, from them. But I can delete this and sell a product instead. So I can drag a text box down here, right? I can put in information about the product here. Okay, let's see, put on information. Okay, and then I can add a checkout button. Now, I currently have Shopify sync, so it won't allow me. But when you sync Square, I'm going to actually send you guys a link. Hold on. I'm going to put the link right here in the comment section. The link I just put in the comment section will show you how to sync Square with a landing page. This is revolutionary. I don't think people understand how this is crazy. This means that I don't have to actually build out several web pages on my website now. That means that all I have to do is build a Mailchimp landing page. I can add the product right from the home page, right from this landing page, and I'm out the gate. And the cool thing is that if you use Bitly, right? Bitly is, of course, a platform that I highly suggest. It's a platform I use every day to customize links, right? So it's a great way that I can customize links. And if you create an account in Bitly, like this is my behind the scenes one, you can literally plug in the long, so like when you get done building out a Mailchimp landing page, right? So when I get done building this, I hit save and close, okay? They're going to give you this URL, okay? So I can generate, it says it's going to generate this randomly, but I can call this Gold Digger, okay? Whatever you want to call it. And so this is the link to go to this Mailchimp page to purchase the ebook. I can take this link, go to Bitly, put in a link, and then make it a custom Bitly link. So it can be called Gold Digger ebook, which is not even taking a while. So now that's a link to go get my book, okay? This is amazing. Do you know what this means? This means that I can now sell products, like one-off products, right through Mailchimp. Get the money right through Mailchimp. And I don't even need to build out like huge websites anymore. I just need to build landing pages and then make a really cool Bitly, custom Bitly link. And then, shoot, I can be selling ebooks every day. And this is amazing. Okay? Now, I want to show you guys something really quickly with this. And again, I shared the link on how to link your Square, because Square is the company that they're going with that does this, that does the where you can sell right from the landing page. Okay, so let me show you guys something. So I deleted like all of our emails that we sent out for Gigi Taught Me, because I'm like about to like scrap this whole account. But what's important though is data. Okay. The cool thing about Mailchimp is understanding the data. You want to go to reports. I don't have any reports right now because of the fact that I don't have any more campaigns in here. But eventually you'll have reports, and the reports will begin to tell you how well you're doing with email marketing. Okay. I love Wix now. I still have a love-hate with it. But what I will say is that with Wix, you want to embed your email marketing with Wix. Because I have a hate. I like Wix for, it's getting better with the websites. It's still not where it needs to be though with e-commerce and with email marketing, because their shout outs, they don't give you the depth that Mailchimp or any other major email marketing company is going to give you. So what I suggest is use Wix for your website, then embed, you use Mailchimp's embed for like full on and signing up pages. Or if you just want to collect emails, like you don't even want to do postcards yet or anything like that, you just want to do emails, use Privy or Mail Munch, like I suggested, and embed those onto your site. Okay? As a matter of fact, if you have Wix, here is a way to add Privy to your site. This is a support. Let me show you guys. Yeah, they have integration with Wix. Here we go. Here's on how to install Privy with Wix. I really like Privy. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to show you guys for tonight. I think we're good for tonight. I don't think anything I'm missing. Postcards. We just landing page. Oh no, we did not do postcards. We did not do postcards. Let me go back to postcards. Great campaign. Postcard. So I think we were working on one. Whatever. We'll call it test 2. Oh. These are the price points. They show you how much it costs to go to different places. That is important though too. If you have international clients, that's where it gets a little, something. Go ahead and begin. So this is where you can select your recipients. Remember, they need to come out of a list. You can select by certain contacts and groups. Here's the other thing though too. Mailchimp also allows you to do direct mail. So the cool thing is I can click on new audience and they will, of course this is an upgrade, but you know how like when you purchase direct mail, I'm not sure you guys are familiar with this, but with direct mail, this is how you guys get those mailers sent to your inbox, right? That have like, from like certain companies, and you never signed up for them, but they ship something. They put a mailer or a postcard in your mailbox. So you can actually purchase addresses to send to certain communities. You can target certain communities. Like let's say you have a physical company in the area and you want to target a certain city or area. So let's say like 25 miles away from you, or like in a radius. Usually when you do direct mail, you want to target in the radius, at least 3 to 4 miles, or let's say up to 5 or 10 miles from your location, right? So you can actually use Mailchimp to do so. And they have a way to help you do that, okay? You can select a list. So I'm going to select this list again. And you can choose by budget, okay? So they have the budget here. So, it costs between, it says here, 72 cents for the postcard and then 27 to 79 cents for the postage. So I can say, okay, I have a budget of 100. So that lets me send it up to 105 people. Now remember, this is to all my contacts, but I can also do it, right, to, this is a one-time card. But if I go back, let me show you guys something. You can do recurring, and I can call this happy birthday, right? Which is what we were talking about. And I can send this to people who fit, Gigi taught me, okay, who fit a certain segment. Okay, and I can do a new segment. Okay, it depends on like what you want to do. You can do pre-built segments. You can do certain groups of people, tags, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and I can put in the same thing, put in the number of budgets that I have, and this can have a schedule. The cool thing about this one, let me just show you guys real quickly. Where's that? You can do it to first time customers. You can do it to all contacts. It's like completely up to like how you want to do it. When you hit save, this is where you can customize the card. So I can hit add content, and it'll ask you to put in an image for the front cover, and then you can customize what the back looks like. You can add a promo code. You can add your logo, so it's the front and the back. See that? Okay. And then, of course, you link your card. You can schedule out those postcards. Now, I will be using the postcard feature. I most certainly will be using the postcard feature. That's probably the number one thing I'll be using with this, just to greet people who are like new to my tribe, things like that. I'm definitely going to be using the postcard feature. So, guys, I'm exhausted. I'm going to bed. I need to sleep. I have a meeting in the morning. So, hopefully you were able to learn some things. I know I wasn't able to go too much in depth, but I think this was definitely enough. Maybe our next video I do on this topic, I can show you guys other systems that sync with Mailchimp that are helpful, and maybe some strategies, because I definitely want to dig into some strategies, but I feel I'm starting to get tired. So maybe we can do another video, maybe like a couple weeks, I don't know, where I touch on how to be strategic with the funnels. Because when I showed you guys the automation, that's really where like the magic comes into play. That's where you can build so many different automations, from devotionals to free ebooks to, how to do like, massive virtual events and you get a ton of emails. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, have a great night. Do your research. Like, go on Mailchimp. Matter of fact, let me show you guys this. And there's a lot of updates that they've had. I'm going to give you guys a link in the box. And that kind of breaks down all of the new things that are happening in these past couple of months that have happened with the brand and with Mailchimp. Because there's so many things that you can learn how to do. And I can't cover everything, but there's a lot that you can do. Okay, guys? Anyway, have a great rest of your night. I hope that you guys have learned something. And again, if you are... Oh, I just messed up my thing. If you are enjoying all the things that I'm teaching you guys, what you can do is you can go to my website, which is genesisdorsey.com. The link is right here. Right there. So learn more at genesisdorsey.com. You can go to genesisdorsey.com. To sign up for my email list is right on the homepage. Literally, it's right there. You can sign up. And when you sign up, you'll get a welcome email. And then from there on, you'll start getting emails from me starting usually the following week. So it'll be next week, on strategies and tips to help grow your business, as well as alerts on like upcoming classes and courses. There are classes available this month, from everything from the basics of social media, how to set up your social media pages, how to launch your planner or journal business, as well as a self-esteem boot camp I'm bringing in February. And there's slots are selling. So be sure to go to my website, surf, read my bio, shop the bookstore. There's so many things that I have that are going to help you grow your business. Guys, I pray that you enjoyed yourself. I have a lot of stuff to do in my office tonight. As you can see, these are all boxes, empty boxes from the small businesses, and then I have packaged back here, just stuff I've bought that I'm going to be sharing soon. So guys, enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.